Welcome back. Markets on a slightly positive note, you will have to say, but not a runaway rally. Let's get straight away to the big announcement that came in yesterday from the government and the ministers that the deallocated coal mines are going to be e-auctioned, and so the process will get done in 3 to 4 months. Ravi Uppal, Managing Director and CEO of JSPL, joins us on the phone line with his reactions. Mr. Uppal, what is your sense? Will the bidding be aggressive when the e-auction starts?
Well, you know that the government has fixed a time frame of doing auction within the next 3 to 4 months. I just hope that the earliest is possible, because right now the mines which are deallocated, they have said that they can continue operation up to the end of March. So if they can do the auction process sometime at the end of January, I think it will ensure continued supply of the coal to the power plants.
I take your point that you are expecting, largely if they stick to their sked, no disruption at all in your mining or your steel making process. But my question is, do you expect aggressive bidding? Or do you think that, people will leave alone coal mines that are attached to certain projects because it would be fruitless for them to reinvest in infrastructure? Do you expect aggressive bidding?
Well, it's too early to say anything. The government, of course, has said that they're going to make them into the 3 groups, separately for power, steel, and cement. So the ones who are going to pitch in for steel, they are the ones who should be in the steel business. It remains to be seen as to how many people really sort of participate in the process. It's a bit too early to say about that.
Okay. Mr. Uppal, good morning. Just one clarification. Will JSPL be allowed to participate in the auction? Because we understand that companies who are convicted in the ongoing CBI inquiry will not be allowed. But since the case is going on, can you say with any certainty whether JSPL will be allowed in the auction process?
Of course we will be allowed to participate.
Okay.
I mean, the government has made it very clear that the companies... only those companies which are convicted, they will be do. We haven't done any such thing. Okay. There's no reason. We are a major player within the steel and power space. And I think it's very important from the government point of view also that a company like JSPL, which has contributed so much to the growth of power and steel industry, they're allowed to participate and continue their operations.
Okay.
Please remember that we're employing, nearly 40,000 people in the mines as well as the backup units.
Sure, Mr. Uppal, I just wanted that clarification. Thanks for that. The cabinet has also said that there will be no right of first refusal. Will that be a deterrent for you in the process?
Well, I wish that they had agreed to the right of first refusal for the mines which are already operational. This would have been, definitely more continuity for the people whose mines are operating. But if they have taken the decision, we just respect government decision and we'll take it as it comes.
Okay. Are there any coal, steel or power companies in the vicinity of your coal blocks that you should expect competition?
Well, nothing, Lata, in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
But of course, you have, steel and power plants at a distance of between 100 to 300 kilometers.
Okay.
So whereas our plants are right on the pit head.
Yeah. No, I mean, potential competition would be from people who are in that 100, 300 kilometer radius, I would assume. Okay, the other thing that we had asked you last time, but it was too close to the earlier decisions of deallocation. How much have you mined? Have you made that inventory, that calculation? How much have you mined from the date you got the mines, and therefore what's your penalty?
As you know, that government has allowed us to continue the mining of the coal up to the end of March. And let's hope that the process gets completed well in time. But if it doesn't, then I'm sure the government will consider extending the date for the expiry of the mining operation.
Okay. Is there any clarity on whether you will be compensated for the mines?
Well, that's what government is saying, that if they're going to bring the ordinance for, acquisition of the land and the assets, then it's not just us, it applies to everybody. So it remains to be seen as to what is the basis on which they compensate us for the land which is under our ownership at the moment.
Okay, only about Sharda mines, the CEC has made some strong recommendations, including suspension of Sharda's mining operations. Will that affect you? I thought you get about 70% of your mining, of your coal from them?
Well, it remains to be seen, that the CEC has made some observations. We do not agree with that at all. I think, there's a lot of information in the report that we have strong views on. We don't agree. We don't think they're factually right.
Okay.
So, but anyway, it remains to be seen how the Supreme Court takes a view on it. And I'm sure that we will be given a chance to sort of present our viewpoint on every point that they mentioned.
Okay.
We're pretty confident that we should be able to continue our, they should be able to continue their mining in these mines, and we should be able to source the material from that.
Do you have any unanswered questions after yesterday's press conference? I mean, we still don't know the text of the, ordinance. So any questions on land and how will you be compensated for, or will that land get taken away? Any operational issues?
No, well, the government has asked us to intimate them how much is the, land at each of the sites, so where we have our facilities. We are in the process of intimating them on that. And so, the process is still not fully defined. They have asked us for information, and we're giving them full cooperation. We are giving them all the information that they need.
Okay. Just with a slightly longer term view, Mr. Uppal, what's the sense you're getting about the way forward? Because this ordinance stopped short of denationalizing coal. But, do you get a sense that this is just a precursor to the government now allowing commercial coal mining in future?
Well, first of all, I don't believe this is going to be denationalizing. I think what government wants is that they will want both the public sector as well as the private sector to participate in the mining process. They want the output of the coal and the other minerals to be increased. And I think that's a very positive step in the right direction. I think so far the country has been focusing on management of shortages. I think it's high time that we should do so much production that we should create a surplus, and the coal should become a non-issue in future.
You suspect that your debt will go up as you have to pay in the e-auction as well as the penalty. Approximately what might it be? Because as it is, it's a little onerous, isn't it? 35 to 40,000 crore you already have as consolidated debt.
Well, that all these issues are being pursued by us. We have taken up the matter. We are going to file a review petition. We don't believe that that we would be liable to pay, the kind of levies being suggested.
Okay.
And of course, when it comes to the bidding for the new mines, I'm just hoping that the government would be very realistic in matter of fixing the floor price for them, and also the environment clearance and all these things must come along with the decision to allocate the mines after the auction.
Fair point, Mr. Uppal. Thank you very much for joining us with your thoughts and your reactions.
Thank you, Lata.
The announcement yesterday. All right. So JSPL is still in a state of wanting to review the penalty. So, nothing much is very clear. They believe it's an unfair penalty, and therefore, at the moment, they don't want to reveal what it might mean. As well, they will continue to mine. So to what extent have they to pay the penalty is also something that is still open. But that